When I was little, all I wanted to be was a hero. I wanted to be that guy who could stand up in the face of corruption and be that hero for every kid who was told that he wasn't the one to move forward. I wanted to be the guy that went down on an adventurous road led by the timeless heroes of our world's history, and I could solidify myself in their eyes. But, just some kids aren't meant to have the silver spoon. Some kids aren't meant to be given everything on a silver platter. Some kids aren't meant to move forward on this road, on this adventure we call life. So some remain stagnant, and they're stuck in a cloud, in a mist that sucks up their entire life. And in this fog, they can't see anything. All they can see is that their father was murdered by their uncle, their own brother, their own flesh and blood, taken down and put 6 feet under. And then this kid who has no father, no sense of hope, looks for something, some type of love, some feeling of resolve. And he looks at his mother, and he looks in her eyes, and she says, Mommy, why is Daddy gone? Why won't you love me? And she says, I can't look at you, Jonathan. I can't look you in the eye because all you remind me of is your father. And that didn't please my uncle too well. No, that wasn't part of our family plan. So every time that he saw me, he would beat me, and down I'd go, and down I'd go, and I'd get up and I'd say, come on, what is it? Until there was this one day. I felt so good. I had just come home from baseball practice, and I hit a home run, and the crowd was cheering me, and everyone knew that I was the next one to be the top star. And I came home to my uncle, and I said, Uncle Marty, I did it. I'm finally a hero. And he looks at me and he says, a hero deserves a hero's welcome. And he goes to the bathroom closet, and I don't know why he was in the bathroom closet, but he pulled out a Louisville Slugger, and he looks at me holding it tight between his hands, and he says, go long, and smacks me in the side of the head, and I just faded. I just faded. And I started to look around, and everything I saw was white, and everything I heard was beautiful, and the next thing I feel is a hand on my shoulder, and I look to my right, and a giant figure with long, flowing white hair and a beard looks down at me, and he says, Jonathan, I am your father. I am the star god of Zeus, and by your birthright, you were meant to bring change and deliverance to everything in this world. I went to catch my breath, and before I could even get a solid bit of oxygen in my lungs, I felt my uncle dragging my arms against the fucking car, and he pushed me against the floor, and I didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't want to feel it anymore, and I said, I have the power. I have the power within me. I don't fucking need his bullshit. I don't need him in my life. And I went there, and I put the little crap on it, and his blood was all over my body, and it was everywhere, and my hands were stained, and there was a spot that I couldn't rub out, and I didn't know what it was. Was it the fact that my father was dead? Was it the fact that my uncle was dead? Was it the fact that my mother was a whore? And I couldn't find anything! I couldn't find anything. So I did what I always wanted to do. I went out on the road. I became that adventurer I dreamed of, but I realized that everything that the natural world taught me was a lie. That everything I was told was a lie. And I couldn't find a home. I had no one who loved me. I had no shelter over my head. So I went into the depths of the earth. I went into the basement, the darkness that no one could see. And I stayed in a library that nobody went to and read books that nobody's heard of by Homer and Sophocles and Seneca and Shakespeare. And my mind grew in my body. And I lived in that basement For years, I stayed in the darkness for years until one day, that basement door opened and there was a figure standing there. And he called out to me. And I took every breath in my body and I climbed every stair of that basement and I got to the top of the door and there was nothing there but a pair of boots and a letter. And I picked up those boots and I tried them on and they felt so good. I felt like I had finally put on the shoes I was born to wear. And on that letter, it said, "The clock strikes upon your hour and the play's the thing. Believe in Johnny Star Power, for he is a god of the ring. I am a difference maker. I am a dream maker. I am a trendsetter. I didn't come here to fit into anybody's league, and I'm sure as hell not here to squeeze in anybody's bowl, okay? Now get ready and be ready to understand that everything you know about professional wrestling is a lie, because the Ring of Fire Theater Company is about to blow the doors off everything!"